and girls, it's Mrs. Yarman. Today we're going to be learning our next letter and sound. Before we figure out what the new letter and sound is though, let's practice all of the letters we've been working on in kindergarten and see if we can read some words together on the blending board. You guys repeat after me. R says R. D says D. O says ah. C says k. G says g. B says b. M says mm. K says k. L says O. P says P. A says A. I says I. U says H says H. J says J. T says T. Awesome job. All right. Let's see if we can read some words together on the blending board. All right. Let's try those sounds first. Remember, when my finger slides, you'll see if you can read the word with me. Let's try it again. Hut. Is that a real word or a silly word? That is a real word. A hut is a place you could live. Let's try another word. Let's change that middle sound. Remember, I says I, like you're itching your nose. It. Let's try again. It. Hit. Is that real or silly? That is a real word. You're right. It's never a good idea to hit someone. Let's change the beginning and the ending sounds this time. Okay, ready? Ig. Ig. Lig. Real or silly? That's a silly word. Lig doesn't mean anything. Let's try one more word. Let's try this one. Ready? Ig. Ig. Mig. Real or silly? That's a silly word. Good job. Mig does not mean anything either. All right, kindergarten, we are ready to learn our new letter and sound. I'm going to start by reading all those words to you. Each of my words has the same beginning sound. Listen closely. See if you can pick that sound out. Find fat figs. Frank fried flaky French fries. Listen again. Find fat figs. Frank fried flaky French fries. What sound did you hear? You should have heard the sound. Thumbs up if you did. Good. When we make the sound, our teeth touch the top of our lip, the bottom lip, and we push out. We say, try that sound with me 3 times. Ready? Good. The letter that says is F. F says, say it with me. Ready? F says, now you try all by yourself. Fantastic job, kindergarten. Let's check out what the letter F looks like when we write it on paper. Remember, when we write, we have a roof, a house, and the floor. Capital F starts all the way up at the roof. I give a straight line down to the ground. a line across the roof, a line across the house. See if you can make a capital F in the air with me. Ready? Start up at the roof. Down, over, over. Good. Now let's try lowercase f. I'm going to start just below the roof. I'm going to go up, curve around, and come down to the floor. Then I'm going to cross at the house. Let's try that one. Ready? Up, around, down, and over. Good. Remember, F says let's check out some pictures that begin with the letter F. All right, let me get my cards ready. My first F picture is an animal I'm guessing you'll recognize. Do you know what that is? That's right. Frog starts with F. Good. Frog. That's the sound we're listening for. My next one is something you see every morning when we do the announcements. What is this? Good. Flag begins with the letter F. That's our sound today. Now I've got a number. Do you remember this number? Short little neck, belly fat, number 5 wears a hat. 5 starts with F. Good job. This is an animal you might find in the woods. It's fluffy. Sometimes it's red or brown. Do you know what that animal is? Good. Fox begins with F. Fox. What about this F word? Feather. Very good. We're learning about Thanksgiving here soon, and we'll see lots of feathers on turkeys. Feather starts with F. Nice job, kindergarten. All right, I've got one more F picture to share with you today. If it's really hot outside, you might want to use this to cool yourself down. Do you know what it is? Good. Fan begins with F. Awesome job, kindergarten. All right, I want you to repeat each word after me. Listen to how I bounce the beginning sound, and you try to do the same. Frog, flag, 5, fox, feather, fan. Great job, kindergarten. Remember, F says. Now, since it's our first day learning about the letter F, we're going to practice writing. If we were at school, we would be using our box of sand. Hopefully, you still have that box of rice we gave you at the beginning of the year, and you'll be writing your letter F in your box of rice. If you don't have your box of rice, you can write the letter F on your dry erase board, or you can write it on a paper and pencil. Okay, when we write the letter F, it looks like this. Whoops. I'm going to start by going up, around, down, and over. Remember, we also want to underline our letters when we're practicing them in the sand. The lowercase f sits right on the floor, so my line goes under F. When I trace my letter F, or when I write my letter F, I'm going to say F says F. Remember, we need to verbalize the name of the letter and the sound so that it sticks up there in our brain. All right, let's try this letter and sound 3 times in the sand. Ready? Or in your rice. F says F. Good. All right, I'm going to wash my F away. You give a gentle shake in your box of rice. Oops. All right, let's try that letter and sound again. Ready? F says F. Good. I'm going to wash mine away. shake your F out. Gentle shakes. Let's try it one more time. F says F. Good. All right, kindergarten. Go ahead, shake your F away. We're going to practice just a few of our old letters and sounds. I want you to repeat after Mrs. Yarman, and then you'll write the letter in the sand if you know how. Okay, ready? Eyes on me. The sound is mm. Repeat. Do you remember what letter says mm? You should be writing this letter. M says mm. If you didn't the first time, go ahead and try now. M says mm. Great job. Go ahead and shake that M away. All right. The sound is Repeat. Do you remember what letter says Good. U says Try it in your sand or your rice now if you need to. U says Awesome job. Go ahead and give a gentle shake again. All right. The sound is Repeat. Do you remember that letter? H says Good. Try it now if you need to. H says Great job, kindergarten. Gentle shake. The sound is D. Repeat. Good. D says D. You try. D says D. Awesome job. All right, gentle shakes. We're going to try one last one for today. The sound is K. Repeat. Good. You know 2 letters that make that K sound. Do you remember what they are? Yes. C says K and K says K. Go ahead. Remember, you have to split your page in half first. C says K. K says K. Awesome job, kindergarten. Thanks for working so hard with me today. Don't forget to check out your Sesame Street Letter of the Day video to learn more about the letter F. I'll see you tomorrow.